On 101.7 XCY, it's Kane High School basketball. Our broadcast is made possible in part through the financial support of Zook Motors, Kane Lumber and Fuel True Value Hardware, W.E. Swanson Insurance Agency, Advanced Disposal, Allegheny Eye Care, and Lindbergh Furniture. Now, let's go live courtside for the game on the official station of Wolfpack Nation, 101.7 XCY.
All right, we're live here for tonight's contest. With the Kane Wolves taking on the Otto-Eldred Terrors. I'm Chris Barber, joined again by Chris Nicholas. Chris, interesting matchup here for the Wolves. This Eldred team, 9-2 on the season, come in with just 2 losses in non-conference, have really controlled the Northern Tier League, and just the other night took down on a 1-point win over Cameron County, who we had here and Kane had on the ropes in double overtime just a week ago. So the Wolves coming in off of a Saturday evening disappointment against St. Mary's, where they were only able to score 17 points, and Cameron coming in off of a big win over Cameron County. 40-39 was the score.
Yeah, close game there. And then the Wolves had a close game, so this could be close. Hope the Wolves keep it close and do what they need to do out there. Second chance opportunities, get the rebounds, box out, all the things you need to do to win the game.
Yeah, so far for the Wolves this season, just have lacked offensively. Really, any more than one person or 2 people scoring more than a couple points. It doesn't seem like they've gotten the ability to click yet offensively, and it's getting down there in the season where you really want that to start happening. Justin Mischik, John Mischik, both have provided a spark at times. Sam Lundeen, Landon Darr, and then Andy Jekulek and Josh Graville both have been able to be just absolutely defensive masters. And when one's on offensively, the other just can't seem to find the bottom of the net. Hopefully tonight we're able to do that. I think, though, what we're going to do quickly is send it to the station, get one more last word from our sponsors, and we'll be back live here for tonight's contest of the Kane Wolves and the Otto-Eldred Terrors.
Kane Wolves basketball on 101.7 XCY is supported by these great sponsors. Kane Lumber and Fuel True Value Hardware, serving Kane at 250 Hemlock Avenue with a variety of remodeling and building supplies. Their phone number is 837-6685, and they're online at kanelumber.com. W.E. Swanson Insurance Agency, 23 Fraley Street in Kane, offering insurance plans for auto, homeowners, business, and commercial. On the web at WESwansonagency.com. Zook Motors, Route 6 just west of Kane, with new and pre-owned cars and trucks, plus a service and parts department. Their inventory listings are online at zookmotors.net. Allegheny Eye Care, provider of optometry services and vision care products at 175 North Fraley Street. Experienced in corrective plans for all types of conditions. Dr. Hausler and his staff can be reached at 837-7880. Field Street Boots, offering Carhartt and Timberline clothing, boots, as well as hunting and fishing equipment. 18 Field Street in Kane. Rich Gas, offering delivery of liquid propane along with gas checks for leak detection, cylinder filling and delivery, and equipment installation. Located on Tynesta Avenue and on the web at richgasinc.com. Kane Innovations, makers of products and systems designed with safety in mind, including architectural railings, ornamental fabrications, and security screens for commercial and public spaces. They're online at kaneinnovations.com. And by Highlander Energy Products Incorporated, a heavy industrial and mechanical contractor located in Kane, supporting the construction requirements of compressed gas industries, refineries, and manufacturers in a 4-state region. HighlanderEnergy.com. We thank these business sponsors, as well as our friends of the Wolfpack supporters, for helping to bring Kane Wolves basketball to 101.7 XCY.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. That's doihaveprediabetes.org.
Wait, did they just say 1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes? That's 33.33333% of adults. That means it could be me, my boss, or my boss's boss, or me, my favorite sister, or my other sister. That's 7 members of my 21-person romantic book club. Wait, the 1 in 3 could be me, my karaoke partner Carol, or my karaoke enemy Jeff. I'm gonna take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Man, I love my kids so much. I once sat for 3 hours in the cold rain to watch her soccer team lose by 18 goals.
I love my kids so much, I once used a tube to suck snot out of her stuffed nose at 3 a.m.
You win.
Love your kids? Love them enough to make sure they're in the right car seat. From toddlers to tweens, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat to find the right seat for their age and size. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
WXCYLP Kane.
All right, we're live here courtside for tonight's contest. The Kane Wolves taking on the visiting Otto-Eldred Terrors. Going through the lineups right now for the visiting Terrors. Looks like it's going to be Gavin Jimerson, Austin Cousins, Manning Splain, Landon Francis, and Cone Walker getting the start for for the visiting Terrors. And the Wolves going to have the same starting lineup they have had the past several nights. Sans senior night against Sheffield when Jake Costanzo got cleared for the opening tip-off. Unfortunately, Jake, we lost to injury during football season and rehabbing now, trying really hard to get back for baseball season on his senior year. It was nice to see him get in for the opening tip.
It was, and
Thursday.
just a class act from Sheffield as well to let the tip happen, have the Wolves walk out of bounds. I just want to keep saying that because a class act, great job from the Wolverines there to allow that to happen.
Yeah, it was nice to see, and also nice to see the Wolves end up on the plus side of the scoreboard that night.
They did.
That's the third time they've beat Sheffield this year. Yep. So it's when you play the same team several times during the season, sometimes it gets a little more difficult to get by them. But the Wolves not having a problem against Sheffield. But tonight against the Terrors, they come in. They like to run. They like to push the court. They like to score. There's not a lot of slow game, and that's in contrast to the Wolves, who right now are averaging right below 30 points a game, really trying to grind these games out. We'll see what we have, though, as we go live here. Tip. It's going to be won by Jimerson. It comes back to Francis, and Francis is going to set to run the point for the Terrors. Goes right side to Manning Splain, the freshman. Jimerson has it now. Splain's older brother also on the team, Max. Three-point attempt. It's going to be long back iron, no good from Cousins. His first shot, no good. Graville quickly up the court, almost double dribble, nothing called though. Mishik, 3-ball offline. Rebound there goes to Cousins, and quickly comes the attack. Jimerson has it, forces up the court. Going to be shut down by Justin Mishik.
Jekla got back really quick as well.
Yeah, Wolves have played Otto quite a bit and know that they like to get out and run. Yep. Very talented, athletic kids for Eldred in these classes right now in their high school. Francis has it now near side. Has the ball, just got the pass in there. That was to Cousins. Jimerson going to go hard right hand. Up and in from 10 feet. Hits that little kind of one-handed Dr. J baby hook. Gets it to fall. 2-0 here early on. Wolves trail. Jack Leck hands to Graville. Otto and a quickly to switch man-to-man defense. Mishik looks to Bell, and Bell is cutting backdoor, and the ball's thrown out of bounds. That'll be a turnover on the Wolves. Kane going to slough back. Look to play half-court man-to-man here. I imagine there's going to be some help side switching on the backside. Coach Landmesser's really tried to hammer that defense home for the Wolves. Backdoor cut, though, can't find it. That's going to be Splain, decides to pull out. Splain, the lefty. Jimerson, right hand, down. We're going to have, before the shot, we're going to have a hand check on Jack Bell Jr., so it'll be on the floor. Shot's not good. It'll be Bell's first foul. It'll be Eldred's ball underneath their own basket.
Yeah, no, good thing that shot went in.
So let's see, ball handed off. Oh, Jimerson, little fake. He drives baseline. Nice drop step, fake handoff. Gets right around Mishik there and drives to the lane, up and in. Give him 2 more.
All 4 tonight from him.
Jekyll across the timeline. Crossover. Going to look to have the ball stolen. It's Splain. He tries to track it down. Nothing doing. Jekyll into the paint. We're going to have no travel called on Andy. He did have it. I thought maybe a body happened before, but no, that's the right call there. So that's another unforced error by the Wolves. So far, 3 possessions, 2 turnovers for the Wolves.
Got to keep better control of the ball.
Francis across the timeline, fakes to Jimerson. Oh, oop to Jimerson, up, no good. And the rebound goes to Greville, and Greville quickly on the attack. But no quicker does Eldred get back, though. My goodness, great transition there. One of the visiting parent officials wanted to get a double dribble call there, but the official said no, it was bobbled. Greville thinks about going right hand, decides to pull out, crossover, slow everything up. Otto, nice man-to-man defense here. Jekyll, step back 2. It was halfway down and comes out. Just can't buy it here early on. Quickly, his Cousins, though, up. He's going to fake a pass to Jekyll. Goes around Jekyll, then up over top on the shot. It's no good. John Mishik on the rebound. Justin Mishik looks to go baseline. He's going to go up and in
beautiful.
For the first 2 of the game. Nice move there by Mishik on that drop step, right at the right angle to go up and in for the Wolves.
Mishik, brother on the assist.
So Francis has it far side now. Looks to go to backdoor cutter. Nothing doing early on. Ball goes to the far side corner. Walker back out to Francis. Walker not one to dribble with it, I can't imagine. He sets a nice pick there. Might have been moving. Ball swung the whole way around into the block. Nice block there by Justin Mishik. And it's 4:34 to go. Wolves here trail 4-2, and almost a steal there. Francis almost picked Greville's pocket. Jekyll, left hand, decides to pull out. Has it taken away by Splain. Ball goes far side to John Mishik. Gets into the Jekyll. Jekyll doesn't have much room to move there. Trying to direct traffic. Justin Mishik down the lane. Pass off to Bell. Bell going to turn left hand. Good. Sorry, right hand. Thought he was going to go left, but went like right hand. He's going to tie it back up here at 4. With 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter, the score tied at 4. And I'm a little tongue-tied early on. Francis crossed the timeline to Jimerson. Boy, this is a high-paced offense and defense for Eldred, Chris.
Yeah, they're moving the ball around, too.
Pass, cut, backdoor cut. Ooh, that's going to be stolen by Jekyll. He's not going to have numbers, but he doesn't care. He's going to look to go up. He goes against the younger freshman and says, hey, this is what seniors do, kid. Welcome to the big leagues. As he goes off the glass, 6-4, Wolves with their first advantage of the night.
Coast to coast there for Jekyll, too.
Jimerson, pass, cut. Francis thinks about the tray, nothing doing. Long ball by Cousins, back iron, no good. Jekyll blocks out his guy, but streaking open was Splain. It gets its way back to Jimerson there. Splain has it. Sorry, to Cousins. Back to Jimerson. Jimerson going to look to set the offense. Cousins appears to be a sharpshooter, taking 2 3 balls. Neither have fallen, though. Close to a travel there by Francis. 3 ball again. Cousins, no good. Rebound to Jekyll. He's going to be guarded by Splain. Going to hold up a little bit and look to settle into an offense. No, just kidding. Hesitation. He looks to go down the lane. Has it knocked out off his hand. It'll stay Wolves ball underneath their own bucket.
Wolves ball, and we have Waite, and I believe that's
Coach
Lundeen coming in.
Coach Bell trying to get him to overrule that. Say, hey, I don't think so, but I'm pretty sure that was off the Eldred defender there. I had a decent angle on it from 80 feet away. So into the paint goes Bell. Bell, turn around, right hand in and good. 8-4 here. Wolves lead. 2:30 to go in the first quarter.
Nice shot there by Bell. 2 nice shots he's had so far, right off the right hand.
Francis dribbles, tries to get it to Splain. Splain going to go backdoor left hand. And that's, trying to find him. Sheen Thomas cut back door. Thomas was going to go. Hard to miss him with those bright pink sneakers on. My gosh, it's like he's got neon lights on his feet.
Yep.
I like him, though.
I do like it.
I dig the kicks.
Coach Bedford would be jealous over there.
They're bright, though. Off the... Jekyll is going to get called for a dive-in foul there as he trips up Splain. And he tried to go between his legs.
Yeah.
And that would have been Thomas that it went off his foot. And no kick called. Ball was loose. Jekyll dove on the floor and took out Splain. That'll be Andy's second foul. Coach Landmesser not very pleased with that call. I thought it was kind of maybe a quick one, but there definitely was contact made. Francis is going to get the inbounds. Thomas, wide screen. He sets top of the key. Francis, we're going to have a body foul. Oh, we're going to have a body foul called on Andy Jekyll. Quickly picks up his third.
I thought the first one was on Bell, though. I'm not sure that actually is his third.
Oh, sorry, that was called on Josh
Yeah.
Graville. So it'll be Andy Jekyll leaves the court with 2. Checking in for him is going to be Shane Ackley. Wolves lead 8-4 here. Francis has it inbounds. Jimerson came open. Oh, Thomas tries to go up with it. He can't get it to fall. Pass out to Francis. Francis going to have the baseline jumper. That was a set shot. My goodness, I've seen more explosion in men's basketball. He was so open, he didn't really have to do much. Going to have a kick call, top of the key here. Eldred comes out in a high, looks like a sort of a trap, a corner trap, half-court trap. Graville tried to pass through it, unable to. Went off the foot of Splain. Ball goes to Bell. Bell going to have the open down the lane. Look back to orders. Oh, man. Open 3 ball, no good. Rebound, Lundeen comes out of nowhere. He can't get it, though. Jimerson's there. Oh, I don't think Bell saw Caleb Waite sitting wide open on the far side block. Francis forces contact up and in. And that's going to tie the game at 8 here.
Francis 4, Jimerson 4 for the Terrors.
Bell going to look, backdoor cut, nothing doing. Timeout.
Good timeout.
Coach Landmesser maybe displeased that nobody heard the timeout call, but he's going to get the timeout called.
Timeout, he had him buried there in the corner down by the baseline and just
Not
nowhere
where
to
you
go.
wanna be.
Nowhere to go, no help coming that way. There's nothing you can do.
So score 8-8 with just about a minute to go in the opening quarter. Wolves up as much as 8-4 at one point, and then just kind of haven't had the open looks like they did. And credit to Eldred to just keep pressing and doing what they're doing. I imagine the Wolves are going to have to watch out for Austin Cousins, as he's he's so far 0 for 3 from three-point land. But if you're going to take three shots early on like that from three land, you're going to make some eventually.
You're going to make them. I mean, you got to get out there and have that threat out there.
Shoot or shoot, Chris.
Yeah, they do, and he's going to keep shooting for sure. Wolves will inbound.
So Graville's going to get it across the timeline. Look to set up 1-4 low, maybe a UCLA high screen. Oh, my goodness. Lundeen with a punishing screen there, but Graville can't do much with it. He's going to turn it over, and it'll be Francis back on the attack. Looks at Thomas. Nope. 3-ball Splain. Front iron, no good. Rebound there's going to be knocked out of bounds and grabbed by Lundeen, and he was just on the line, I think, as he jumped out of bounds there. Good hustle, though, by Lundeen. There's Thomas down the lane. He can't get it to fall. And Lundeen has it quickly on the attack. He doesn't realize he has numbers. Decides to pull up for 3. It's going to be off the side of the iron. No good. Gone are the days where you press to the rim, Chris.
Yeah.
You press to pull up.
Yeah.
Quickly, Jimerson up. Back to Francis. Francis looks to set. Hesitation, right side. We're going to have an offensive foul called. Splain hit a 3, but it's not going to count. Going to have an offensive foul called on 23 on Francis. Didn't quite see it. I don't know if he gave maybe a shiver or a push there after he got rid of the ball. The official
on, Thomas is who he's calling it on.
Oh, it does go on Thomas. It must have been
Thomas, away from the play there.
Must have been a moving pick then.
And so Thomas isn't. Oh, he just got taken out of the game.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, 19 seconds to go. 8 up.
So Graville to Mishik. 12 seconds remain on the clock. Bell has it, looks to go left hand, nothing doing. Hands off to Justin Mishik. Looks for guidance from Coach Landmesser, back to Bell. Bell gonna have to shoot it. Mishik from 19 feet at the buzzer, no good. At the end of one, the score tied 8-8.
8-8, and we'd like to thank our basketball friends of the Wolfpack. We'd like to thank Ron and Karen Carty, Rob Mary, Rita Graville, Kellen Gretto, John Roselli, Joe and Allie Saquin, Kim and Bill Cicchetti, Jack and Linda Hedlund, Dottie and Ed Jekelek, Kristen Schreckengost, Tyler and Katie Smith and family, Penny and Wally Barber, Chris and Sarah Barber, John and Christy Darr, the Minster Clan, Connie and Larry Smith, Linda and Keith Regal. We'd like to thank our friends on the Wolf Pack. To get your name on the list, you can drop off your tax-deductible $10 donation at the Radio Shack Photo and Sound Shop in Uptown Keene, or you can donate via PayPal at WXZYradio.com. And again, WXZY is a 501c3 nonprofit, non-commercial radio station. Everything you do, it keeps us on the air, helps us keep going. And without your support, we couldn't bring you these games, along with a partnership with the Keene Area School District bringing the video side. And the cheerleaders are just out there doing a great skill and stunt and cheer.
Yeah, thanks again to Deandra Doherty, Alexis Morgan, Haley Cunningham, Aislinn Heasley, Kylie Hausler, Kylie Asel, and Elena McGuire for leading the cheer there between quarters. It'll be Wolves ball here as we set to start. Score tied up at 8 after 1 period of play. Jekyll back in with 2 fouls. Got to be careful now. Do not want to pick up that third one early on here, as the Wolves are much more efficient with him on the court.
And the Terrors are playing tight out there. Tight defense.
Yeah, they're in that. It's a half-court trap.
Yeah, it sure is. They're way out there.
Ball goes high post, low post. Jekyll looks to go. No, don't call that offensive foul. You got to be set. Jekyll's going to pick up his third on the offensive. Francis stood in there to take it.
Wow.
So that'll be Jekyll's got to be cautious the rest of the way. It'll be Ackley. It looks to check in here for the Wolves. Jekyll tied Francis up. Gets it to Jimerson though. Jimerson goes cross court, skip past to Cousins. Back to Francis. Gonna look to go right side. Jekyll's got to be careful. Nice backdoor cut there by the streaking Austin Cousins. He's gonna lay it up and in. 10-8.
It's his first
Eldred out front. Ball goes far side to John Mishik. We're gonna have 30-second timeout. Yep. This is most likely gonna be a substitution timeout for the Wolves, as Shane Ackley will be set to check in. Andy Jekyll will take the floor. Oh,
they changed it to a full. I thought they asked for a 30, but looked like the official. Either way, it's a full timeout.
Be a timeout here. 10-8. Cousins got it. Seemed to take the saran wrap off the bucket for him. Hopefully he doesn't get too hot for the Wolves here. But I imagine he's one of the scorers for Eldred. And then also checking in to start the second quarter there was Max Splain, the older brother of Manning Splain. And then everybody else remained on the court. So depth doesn't seem to maybe be as big of a thing for Eldred as it is for the Wolves. Hopefully with this fast pace, the Wolves are able to get out and maybe, keep pressing the court, kind of stay with and hang with and push the ball up the court.
Yeah, and especially Jekyll has 3 fouls here 1 minute into the second period. We may not see him back out on the court to the third quarter at the very least.
I can't imagine he gets in unless there's a
big run.
No, there's no reason for Andy to get back in the game.
There's a tough. We have depth on the bench. That's something that Coach Limesser has done all season long. He's rotated his players in, rotated guys in and out, and that's what you have to do. Next man up has to get up there and play.
I think you should at least get like 7 fouls a game.
Yeah, how about it?
Jimerson going to pick up Mishik on the near court.
Ooh.
Ball is going to be errantly tossed out of bounds. Justin Mishik can't grab. It'll be another turnover for the Wolves. That's going to be the 4th turnover, unforced turnover for the Wolves. That's not how you win close games. Going to have to take care of that. Quickly, though, Francis gets by Ackley. Wolves going to settle into I can't tell if it's 2-3 zone. No, it's going to be man-to-man. No, it's 2-3 zone, a trap zone. Skip pass to Francis. Francis looks under, guards right hand. Skip pass backside to Max Splain. Jimerson underneath, kicks out to Manning Splain. Has it almost stolen. Quickly back to Francis. Boy, good ball movement by Eldred.
Oh, they're moving quick.
Jimerson from the corner. 3-ball long. Rebound going to go to Cousins came out with it, and quickly the Terrors look to attack against that zone. That's how you beat a zone, Chris, is just by quick passes.
Keep
if you're not
around.
open, Francis has it knocked out of his hands by Ackley, but it goes right to Cousins there. Into Jimerson on the low block, out to Splain. Splain to Splain in the corner. 3-ball long. Rebound goes Lundeen. He's going to come out of there with it. So far, Wolves only down 2, and Eldred just has been arguably in a lot of control so far. Bell he's going to look to go baseline. Francis takes it away. It's going to come back out to Lundeen. Lundeen 3-ball, that flat 3-pointer! 11-10, Sam Lundeen buries the 3. That's what we need from Sam there. Francis gets it across the timeline. Ooh, we had a travel right in front of the official. Absolutely drug his pivot foot and everything. Shakes it off, says no. Jimerson goes baseline around. Mishik lays it up and in. 12-11.
6 points for Jimerson on the day. Half Terror's output so far.
Mishik crossover, going to get called for the travel.
Going to get called on that one. Yep.
No help came out for Justin Mishik. And he was kind of hung out to dry there, trying to do it all himself. So far, the Wolves kind of been content offensively to get into a set position and wait for the ball to get across the timeline. They're going to have to move that offense out to start at about 30 feet. It'll be subs for the Wolves. Caleb Waite going to check in for Sam Lundeen.
Yeah, the Terrors just trapped way out front there, and there's nothing to do if you guys are all back down in the baseline.
Francis going to get across the timeline. Kicks to the far side to Manning Splain. Top of the key, Jimerson threw it to Frank Arlington, who is an official, not a player. He was open, though.
He was open.
I think what happened there is he was anticipating Cousins to go hit up that block, which seems like that's one of their offensive sets is a kick to the high post and then kick out far side. So Wolves back the other way. Bell has it, gets it out to Mishik. Mishik shot fake. Nice seal by Waite there. And it's going to go to the ground.
Jump ball.
That was Thomas that tied it up. Caleb had him sealed up, and just kind of a late entry pass there from Mishik. He's got if he sees that a split second sooner, I think that's an easy two for Caleb Waite. He's done a nice job this season for the Wolves, kind of spelling minutes. Hasn't played organized basketball in a couple years, so nice to see him out for his senior year. Ball goes far side to Francis, to Jimerson, back to Francis. Thomas, top of the key, looking to get it. Ball going to be knocked away by Greville. No, how are you going to have over and back? It was tipped. That's a terrible call.
Yeah, they're fixing it. Or no, they're not.
No, they're not. That's not even close to right. That was a tip ball.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So, hey, we'll take it if we can. It was tipped over.
Yeah.
Coach arguing, saying that Greville tipped it, which he's right in this case.
Yes.
So Wolves ball. Bell has it. Gets it to Mishik. Mishik's going to look under. Get the ball to Caleb. Nice seal bear by Waite. He's going to drop step. He's going to be fouled on the play.
He did.
Has it knocked out of his hands by Francis. Nothing doing. Jimerson back on the attack. He runs out of real estate. Gets it to Cousins. Cousins, three-pointer. Rattles around all but down. Doesn't go. 12-11 the score here. And there's Waite. Unforced error for the Wolves. At least got the foul.
Yeah. That's just frustration there. He passed the ball right to him, and that was that. 5 fouls for the Wolves, only 1 for the Terrors. 3:54 to go. The Wolves down by 1, 11-12.
Lundeen going to check in for the Wolves. Francis first. Hits the front of the iron and rolls in. Members bounce here at the Kane Gymnasium. Lundeen will check in for Bell. Second shot going to be up, and it's good. 14-11. Biggest lead since they started 4-0. Wolves quickly get it the other way. Jimerson going to knock it out of bounds. That's after a made shot set play. What they're going to have, if you're watching at home, they would have the inbounder streaking right down the middle of the court, been wide open, but quickly, I think that was Thomas that knocked it out of bounds. Waite calling for it in the block. Jimerson almost takes it away. We're going to have a foul called on, not sure. 14.
14. That's going to be on.
So that'll go against Splain. Manning Splain, the younger of the two brothers. Inbounds goes to Mishik. Mishik into Waite. Waite turns and looks. Has nothing. Good, nice skip pass, though, far side into the twin brother, John Mishik. Ball on the court. Ball's loose. Waite just can't come up with it. Francis going to look to spread the court, though. Gets it to Splain. Splain look corner, nothing back to Francis. Splain thinks about it, nothing doing. Gets it to Jimerson, and Francis is going to set to run the offense now. Wolves settle back into a man-to-man defense. That's a push-off, no call. Splain to Cousins, to Jimerson. Jimerson going to be open back door. Thomas was open. Just an errant pass there by Jimerson. Jimerson looking for Thomas to cut back door, and he didn't go to the bucket.
He didn't go, and just an errant pass and out of bounds. Wolves ball.
Wade will check out. Bell's going to check in for the Wolves.
Waite's had some nice positioning down there, just hasn't been able to get the ball up. Been tying him up as soon as he got the ball. There's another forced turnover by the Wolves.
I didn't see that. I was screened by the official
right
there.
off,
I don't think
right off
Sam
Lundin's
was
hands. I don't think
expecting
he
it.
was expecting the ball. Came right off his hands, right out of bounds.
So 14-11 here, 3 minutes to go in the first half. Francis going to get it across the timeline, hands to Jimerson. Jimerson back to Francis. Look for that oop, nothing doing. Comes out to Cousins. Cousins going to try from 15. Nope. Decides to pull out. He's open from 3. Little shot fake, head fake. He's going to take the 12-footer. He can't get that to go. Lundin jumps to the rafters to get that rebound. Quickly up the court. Pass to Graville. Graville going to be open from 17. Long, no good. Bell tries to chase it down. He can't. That's going to be rebounded by Splain. And it'll be up quickly to Jimerson. 2:18 to go here. 14-11 is the score. Not a lot of time to talk about anything other than what's going on the court, Chris.
They're moved the ball.
The ball's moved quickly. Jimerson looks to go baseline. Drives down, kick out. Splain's open. Nope. Francis is going to take it. He's going to be bodied on the play, but straight up was Justin Michigan. Quickly back the other way. Graville going to go up.
Yep.
Somebody's got to call that foul. As Splain just laid his best Bobby Orr hip check into Graville on the shot. And that's only the third foul of the game.
Yep. And second, though, on Splain. Manning Splain, that is.
Max Splain set the check in. Graville's first. Right side, no good. Splain brothers going to switch spots. Max on, Manning off. Graville up good, 1 for 2. 14-12 the score. Wolves trail by 2 here with 1:50 remaining in the opening half. Francis crossed the timeline to Jimerson. Jimerson looks to hand off to Thomas, nothing doing. Back to Francis. Look, trying to get something off the side there. Oh,
boy.
Reach around foul. Graville able to poke it through. He's going to say got him on the body first before he knocked it loose.
His second.
So Wolves in foul trouble here. Got to be cautious. That's going to be Ryan Love checking in, and Francis going to take a seat on the bench, get a quick breather, I imagine.
Wolves foul once more. They'll go to the line, 1-1.
Cousins comes open, inbounds good. 16-12, lead at 4 points now for Eldred with 1:30 remaining in the opening half. Graville has it, gets to Mishik. John Mishik looks to cut back door, nothing doing. Lundin has it, passes off to Bell. Bell going to hand off to John Mishik and cut to the corner, nothing doing. Wolves content just working around the perimeter here. Graville down the lane, up and in, good.
Nice.
16-14 the score now. Wolves up 2 with 1 minute remaining on the clock. And Eldred, I can't imagine is going to be one to try to hold for the last shot here. They're going to try to get at least 3 shots up.
They move that ball quick.
Love has it near side, going to kick far side Splain. Open is Cousins. He's going to dribble left hand. Gets into Love. Good body there by Graville. Take away any lane. Cousins down the lane. Gets the roll. Can't get the roll, actually. My angle looked like it was going to go, but it doesn't.
It was.
And that's John Mishik on the rebound. He's going to look to go the length of the court. 23 ticks remain in the opening half. Graville going to have it. Lundin cut back door. Thought maybe could have got the entry in there. Bell's open baseline. Has it quickly taken away by Max Splain. 12 seconds remain. Lundin open 3. Going to be long. No good. Doesn't touch anything. Air ball quickly. Jimerson going to go back. Length of the court. 2 seconds. 1 second. He's going to be contested. Can't get the shot to go. And after 2 quarters of play, score 16-14. Wolves trail the visiting Otto-Eldred Tears. It looks like it's going to be Wolves ball coming out to start the second half. What we'll do, we'll send it to the station so we can tally up all the stats here, and we'll be back in a couple minutes to give you a rundown of the first half.
Kane Wolves basketball on 101.7 XCY is supported by these great sponsors. Kane Lumber and Fuel True Value Hardware. Serving Kane at 250 Hemlock Avenue with a variety of remodeling and building supplies. Their phone number is 837-6685, and they're online at canelumber.com. W.E. Swanson Insurance Agency, 23 Fraley Street in Kane, offering insurance plans for auto, homeowners, business, and commercial. On the web at WESwansonagency.com. Zook Motors, Route 6 just west of Kane, with new and pre-owned cars and trucks, plus a service and parts department. Their inventory listings are online at zookmotors.net. Allegheny Eye Care, provider of optometry services and vision care products at 175 North Fraley Street. Experienced in corrective plans for all types of conditions. Dr. Hausler and his staff can be reached at 837-7880. Field Street Boots, offering Carhartt and Timberline clothing, boots, as well as hunting and fishing equipment. 18 Field Street in Kane. Rich Gas, offering delivery of liquid propane along with gas checks for leak detection, cylinder filling and delivery, and equipment installation. Located on Tynesta Avenue and on the web at richgasinc.com. Kane Innovations, makers of products and systems designed with safety in mind, including architectural railings, ornamental fabrications, and security screens for commercial and public spaces. They're online at caneinnovations.com. And by Highlander Energy Products Incorporated, a heavy industrial and mechanical contractor located in Kane, supporting the construction requirements of compressed gas industries, refineries, and manufacturers in a 4-state region. HighlanderEnergy.com. We thank these business sponsors, as well as our Friends of the Wolfpack supporters, for helping to bring Kane Wolves basketball to 1017 XCY.
WXCY LP Kane.
Connected to Kane with a mix of great music and things you need to know. We are 1017 XZY.
You are listening to live coverage of Kane basketball from the Wolves Den. It is halftime, and coverage will resume shortly.
WXCY-LP Kane.
I'm Kane native Ed Rose, and this is Citizen Kane, PA. On this weekly broadcast, I uncover little-known facts and favorite memories from the hilltop. This week's program is called A Scandal in the Kane Family. Professor Elisha Kent Kane III was the grandson of General Thomas Leeper Kane, the founder of our fine bureau, and was widely known as the well-born son of prominent surgeon Evan O'Neill Kane, whom listeners will remember for having performed a successful self-appendectomy at the Kane Hospital in 1921, and then later for surgically correcting his own hernia in 1932. The press described Professor Kane, the chair of Romance Languages at the University of Tennessee, as wealthy, handsome, and aristocratic as he stood trial for the murder of his young wife Jenny in Hampton, Virginia in 1931. According to the Daily Press in Newport News, Virginia, the sensational trial was among the most famous and juicy legal proceedings in the history of the Virginia Commonwealth. While visiting his in-laws in Hilton, Virginia, on September 11, 1931, Professor Kane and his wife Jenny decided to go to Grandview for a swim at the lighthouse near Back River, where Jenny drowned, and authorities said he was to blame. Newspapers depicted Jenny as the poor girl he had married and then grown tired of. The prosecution hinted that he loved another woman. It seemed the old familiar love triangle. Gossipers said Kane had become entangled with another woman at the University of Tennessee. Jenny Kane's family thought Kane had murdered her, they said, because of several odd circumstances. For one, Elisha Kane was a strong swimmer and should have been able to pull her safely to shore. For another, they thought Kane had wasted crucial time in going for his car to take his wife's lifeless body to Dixie Hospital. They thought he should have lifted her from the shore to the car. There were no witnesses. After 3 hours and 45 minutes mulling the fate of UT Professor Elisha Kent Kane on the charge of premeditated murder in the strange drowning death of his wife, the Hampton, Virginia jury returned with its verdict on September 14, 1931. Not guilty. Nearly everything Kane had to say after his acquittal found its way into newspapers across the country. He thanked Judge Vernon Spratley, to whom he said, "I owe my life, or what I prize more, my freedom." He called the fall of 1931 3 months of hell. Professor Kane soon married again, not his intimate correspondent Betty Dahl, the spectral UT beauty, but one Gladys Schuler, a nurse who had worked for his father. The two eventually had 2 children, a son and a daughter. He named his son Thomas Leiper Kane for his famous grandfather, the Union officer and founder of the town of Kane. Former colleagues regretted that the murder charge had ruined Kane's promising academic and literary career. It did not ruin his military career. By the time of Pearl Harbor, almost exactly 10 years after his acquittal, Major Elisha Kane was back in the Army. He served in the South Pacific and saw combat at Guadalcanal, at Luzon, and at the Bismarck Archipelago. Promoted to colonel, Kane received several distinctions for conspicuous service, including the Bronze Star. In 1947, at the age of 53, Kane suffered a stroke that his family attributed to an illness he contracted in the war. He was crippled for the rest of his life, which he divided between Kane, Pennsylvania, and Largo, Florida. Colonel Elisha Kane III was in St. Petersburg in early 1959 when he died of a cerebral hemorrhage a few weeks before his 65th birthday. Well, that's all for this week, friends. Please send your feedback and ideas to citizenkanepa@gmail.com. And thank you for listening.
When severe weather is headed our way, stay ahead of it with hourly updates from Jet 24. Only on 1017 XCY, WXCY LP Kane.
All right, we're back here live. Thanks for listening in to our broadcast on 101.7 WXCY Radio. I'm Chris Barber, joined by Chris Nicholas. After one half of play, the Wolves trail the visiting Otto-Eldred Terriers by a score of 16-14. Been very active, Chris, but the bucket has not gone through the basket as much.
Not much. Jimerson, I'm going to go down the scores for the Terriers. Jimerson with 6, Francis with 6, and Cousins with 4, and that's all on the board. Foul trouble for the Terriers, or not really much. Manning Splain has 2, and Shane Thomas has 1. On the other side for the Wolves, 2 for Jekalek, 3 for Greville, 2 for Justin Mischik. Bell Jr. has 4, and Lundeen has 3. Foul trouble, Jekalek does have 3. Greville has 2. Bell had 1, but that must not be correct. That must have been for Jekalek, and Waite also has 1 foul. But not really much scoring there, but we do have some foul trouble for sure for Jekalek coming out into this next half of play.
Yeah, the Wolves were seemingly on a roll. The offense runs a lot better, more efficiently with Andy Jekalek on the court as opposed to off the court. And with having 3 fouls in the first half, he had to sit for the majority of the second quarter. And that allowed Eldred to kind of maybe establish a little more dominance and not have a lot of threats offensively for the Wolves with Jekalek off the court. So he's going to be on the court here to start, and I imagine he will be very cautious of picking up that 4th foul.
Yeah, you got to really be cautious there, and especially like I think you said it, the Wolves' offense just runs better when he's out there in the court.
Yeah, Andy's been the field general essentially for this group of kids since they moved to Kane when he was little, like little.
Yeah, very little.
Lifelong friends. All these kids are on the court right now. A lot of fun to watch them play, and I've got to watch them actually grow up in front of my eyes as my son is just a year younger, doesn't play hoops anymore, shreds the guitar and the drum line.
There you go.
So Greville going to have it. Looks to go bounce pass to Jekalek. Jekyll looks to skip it. Jimerson out. High 1-3-1 defense for Eldred. And Greville throws it right into the hands of Cousins, who snuck up and stole it. Jimerson quickly runs the court, looks to go up and under. Nothing doing. Every pass taken away, but Francis cuts it back out somehow. He's going to go baseline. Out to Cousins. Cousins going to look to go right-hand dribble down into the paint. And they're going to have a foul called there. That was a shot attempt by Cohen Walker, not Cohen, Cohen. C-O-H-E-N.
That's on Greville. That's trouble. Don't know who it was called. It was called on Mishik. Justin Mishik won.
Thanks, Justin. You can be the one to foul
You can take
there.
the one, yeah.
Shot long. Lefty Walker, no good on the first attempt. Second shot going to be right side, left side, no good. Rebound to Jekyll, and he's going to look to go to length. Bounce pass to Greville. Greville in amongst the bodies, nothing doing. Nice use of the pivot foot there. John Mishik comes open, 3-ball going to be outside and long. Splain tracks it down, and Francis going to look to go the length now. Wolves now looking to be in a 2-3 zone. Heavy rotation. Splain, 3-ball, good. Manning Splain, first three-pointer of the game. 19-14 the score now as the Terrors get their biggest lead of the game. Cross-court bounce pass from Greville to Jekyllek. Jekyllek no-look pass to Greville. Ball goes to the paint to Bell, and Bell can't handle it. It's knocked out of bounds there. Turnover Wolves. Both coaches yelling at what they're trying to do here.
Around there, yeah.
With the headset on, I was kind of confused. I got lost in what was going on there. So Francis going to look to set the offense. Cousins left-hand dribble. Looks to go down, taken away by John Mishik. Back out to Francis. Francis looks to dump it into Jimerson. Jimerson on Jekyllek there. Backs him down, turns up, under, good. Nice move by Jimerson. Jekyllek just can't be as physical as he likes to be there with having those 3 fouls. 7-point advantage now for the Terrors.
Out of bounds, Wolves ball.
Be Wolves ball on the near sideline here. Greville gets the inbound, pass over, whole way across to a Mishik and then to Bell. Greville out to Jekyllek. Wolves content working it around here. We're going to have a body foul called on Jimerson, I hope. Thank you. My goodness. Jimerson not excited with the call, but that is a foul in high school basketball. John Mishik going to leave the court. In comes Sam Lundeen. Jekyllek cross the timeline. Gets it to Greville. Greville going to play right into the overplay. Open 3-ball, going to be long there by John Mishik. And back on the attack comes Francis. Gets it to Cousins. Cousins to Splain. Splain, 3-ball, long, no good. Greville chases that rebound down. And he's going to look to go up the court and press it now. Tied up by Jimerson. Bodies and ball flies everywhere. Greville gets it back in the paint. We're going to have a foul called there. Tied up. I think that's going to go on Mahalik. Braden Mahalik.
I believe that is correct. Yep, his first, team second here. So the Terrors already in with 2 fouls here.
5:20 remaining in the third. Score 21-14 Eldred. Lundeen looking to box up, to post up on Splain. The official must have said something to him. Both kind of looked up like, what? Shot attempt no good. Mishik gets it back out, going to be tipped. Heads up, heads up, heads up.
Almost got in the game.
Francis came out of nowhere and kept from putting Ron Carty 3 rows back there. Almost ran into Ron. So inbounds goes from John Mishik to Justin Mishik. He's going to dribble right hand. Look to go down, nothing to do. Nice backdoor cut by Jekyllek. He lays it up and in. That's going to be the Wolves' first points coming 3 minutes into the third quarter. 21-16 the score.
See if we can get a turnover here, go the other way, and keep them from scoring.
Jimerson turned down the paint, guarded by Jekyllek, lays it up and in. Nice move by Jimerson there.
Beautiful
he had one
shot.
of those early on.
Yep.
Getting the heads up here that we're having some technical issues. Chris is saying, well, hopefully it figures it out. Score 23-16, 4:30 remaining. We're going to have a push called there. That's going to go against Mahalik again. That'll be his second.
Sometimes the scoreboard just doesn't work, folks. We do what we can to make it work.
So if you're watching at home, we apologize that it's not sunk right now.
16-23, 4:24 to go here in the third.
Greville has it. Bounce pass. Oh, goodness. Gets it to John Mishik. Mishik to Justin Mishik to Greville to Lundeen. Lundeen open. Nope. Pulls out. Back to Greville. Greville going to look to go hard right hand. Pass to Mishik. Back to Mishik. To John. John going to go right hand to Jekelek. Jekelek in the corner. Back out to Greville. Wolves fast-paced offense, but no looks actually at the bucket. Greville looks for a back. I thought he was looking for like a drop step there from Mishik. Swatted out of bounds is Sam Lundeen. He knocked that into, oh goodness, almost a ceiling on that block there. We're going to have a sub. No. The way the official took off, I thought maybe Coach Landmaster was going to get a stern talking to, but no, just Frank Arlington getting set up. So inbound's going to go to Splain. Splain kicks far side to Francis. It's going to be knocked out by Greville. We're going to have a jump ball called. Francis reached right in or out. Oh, no, a hold call on Francis. So it's 23-16 the score here, 3:43 remaining, and the foul's now in advantage of Eldred, 4-1. Jekelek gets across the timeline, guarded closely by Francis. Lundeen skip pass to Jekelek. Jekelek, long two-point attempt. Not going to touch anything and going to fall out of bounds. Be a turnover on the Wolves there. Cousins now going to set to run the point. Be his first action running the point tonight. Guarded by Bell. Splain guarded closely by Lundeen. Starts the 5-second count. Ball goes into Jimerson. He looks, drop step, nothing doing. Shot long by Love, no good. Or I'm sorry, Mahalik, no good. Jekelek going to look to go. Oh, he had Lundeen open, just didn't see him. He's going to go in. We're going to have a foul called big. Yep. That's Mahalik's third foul now. 23-16. So fouls in not even and in favor of Eldred in the first half, but now in the second half, quickly fouls in favor for the Wolves.
Yeah, with 2 fouls to go to 1-1, that's going to be a problem for the Terrors here going down into the end of the game.
Jekelek's first, front iron, back iron, good. Little members roll there. Waite checking in, and John Mishik checking in. Leaving the court is going to be Justin Mishik and Sam Lundeen. Jekelek steps to the line for the second. It's going to be up and good. 23-18, Wolves clawing back here. As Francis is going to have it, look to get it across timeline. Kicks far side, Cousins. Wolves defense just still flying around. Josh Greville, my goodness. I wish I had his energy. Jimerson, we're going to have a body foul called on Mahalik. That's going to be his fourth. And the stare down now from the coach saying, I don't see that one. Official says, yeah, and he did get a full extension on that. Andy got the rebound, and Mahalik had a full extension. That'll be Thomas checking in for the Terrors. Leaving the court's going to be Mahalik with his fourth foul. Picked all four up here within about a minute and a half, 2 minute span. 2:42 remaining, 23-18 the score. Jekelek cross the timeline, passes to Greville. Greville back to Jekelek. Fake pass, guarded by Thomas. Jekelek just forcing the fouls on anybody today. Great effort there. That's just Andy being physical with the basketball there. Rips it through Thomas, and Thomas playing too tight. And
1-1 already.
Andy forces it. So 2:33 remaining. Jekelek going to step to the line for 1-1. And that's Thomas's second foul. First is good. In a game like this, Chris, foul shots will be the difference maker.
They're going to be the huge difference right now with a whole quarter plus 2:33 to go.
Jekelek going to be short on the second one. Rebound to Jimerson. quickly back as Francis going to look up court to Cousins. Cousins looks to go Thomas. Thomas streaks down the middle. He gets it to fall there. So 25-19, that's going to be their first points for the last 2.5 minutes for Eldred. Greville gets it into Waite. Waite baseline, rolls it in there, 25-21. Nice look and nice finish by Caleb Waite there. Jimerson going to look to go, 15-footer, no, out to Cousins, back to Jimerson. Splain in the corner, hit one earlier, not tempted now though. 4-point advantage is Eldred here with 1:56 remaining. Thomas trying to get a entry in there. Going to be boxed out by Waite. Oh, Bell almost with the steal there. I think he stowed his finger, judging by the way he's shaking it. And buries the three as Francis from the corner as he yells, "Let's go," to the parents and fans, where apparently sleeves are optional for some people over there. Jeklek almost has his pocket picked. Nothing doing though. Rebound, or ball goes to Bell. Bell to Jeklek. My goodness, he was all over him. No call. Ball going to be tipped out of bounds there by Jimerson. Jeklek fouled hard there, but didn't get the call. That was Thomas that fouled him. Official talking to Coach Jeklek. I think he gave him an unofficial warning, which I don't like. Jeklek can't get it to fall. Wait there on the rebound. Turn around. Off the glass. No good. Rebound. There goes Francis. He's going to look to stretch the court, and Jeklek going to get called for the foul. Francis drew that himself. Slowed down. Felt the player behind him. That'll be Andy's fourth. Played a very good third quarter to not pick up the fourth to that point. And nothing he could really do there. Just jogging up the court, and Francis got in the way. 28-21 the score, 1:07 remaining here in the third. Ball goes near side, back to Francis. Francis looks to Splain. Splain to Walker. Back out. Three ball Francis. I don't think that's the shot that they wanted from Eldred. Lundin with the rebound. Gives it to Mishik. John Mishik. Nice crossover. We're going to have a moving screen called on Caleb Waite. Off the ball, moving screen. Felt like the official here was anticipating that before it happened. Great job by Caleb Waite to drop step. Get a good seal there. Guess he did it too well. That'll be his second. Seemingly whistles tighten the game up a little bit here in the third quarter. Cousins going to look to hold right now. 26 ticks remain in the third. Greville comes out to guard him. Wolves in that help side zone look. Splain has it. Corner ball Francis. We're going to have now another offensive foul called on Jimerson for pushing. Both coaches now frustrated with the loose ball offensive fouls. Eldred coach, very animated individual. Fun to watch his facial expressions, but I've been there and I can totally relate. Mishik has it, 5 seconds remain. Bell gonna look to go baseline. Gets it out, gonna be stolen. Francis at the buzzer, throws up a heave and a prayer. Nothing doing. After 3 quarters of play, 28-21 the score. Wolves trail the visiting Terrors.
And we'll go to our friends of the Wolfpack. We'd like to thank Ron and Karen Carty, Rob and Mary, Rita Greville, Kellen Gretto, John Roselli, Joe and Allie Saquin, Kim and Bill Cicchetti, Jack and Linda Hedlund, Dottie and Ed Jekelek, Kristen Schreckengost, Tyler and Katie Smith and family, Penny and Wally Barber, Chris and Sarah Barber, John and Christy Darr, the Minster Clan, Connie and Larry Smith, and Linda and Keith Regal. We'd like to thank our friends of the Wolfpack. To get your name on this list, you can drop off your tax-deductible $10 donation at the Radio Shack Photo and Sound Shop in Uptown Kane, or you can also donate via PayPal at wxzyradio.com. WXUY is a 501c3 nonprofit, non-commercial, low-power FM radio station and has a partnership with the Kane School District to bring you these games. video, audio, the whole package. And again, a great job by the cheerleaders there between the quarters.
And again, remember, we are, if you're ever looking for any sort of tax deductions, we love to take your money to save you some
Absolutely.
tax, something at the tax time. So don't be afraid to start looking ahead for next year's taxes. If you're looking for a donation now, we'll certainly take it uptown at the radio station. Again, thanks to Deandra Doherty, Alexis Morgan, Haley Cunningham, Aislinn Heasley, Kylie Hausler, Kylie Asel, and Elena McGuire for leading the Spirit squad there between quarters. As we're live here, Francis going to look to set it up, calls out Gold from about mid-court. Lundeen takes away almost every pass except the one to Jimerson. Ball goes to Cousins in the corner. He's going to look to come back out. Very patient is this Eldred offense now. Up 7. Splain drives. Jimerson 3-ball. Back iron, no good. Jekyllek has it. He can't come down with it. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Francis in front of us. The official sees it differently. I would have to suggest he's wrong, though. So it'll be Eldred ball in front of us. Trying to figure out who's going to get the inbounds here. Cousins going to inbound it to Francis. Lundeen picks up Francis. Goes into Jimerson. Jimerson has his pocket picked by Lundeen. Sam was out of bounds, though, on that play. Good hustle play by Sam to get over there. Coach Landmesser says, hey, Mike, I got a foul for that, which he actually is right. But whatever. So Splain has it. Manning Splain, the freshman. Francis, hard right-hand dribble off to Cousins. Cousins from 16 feet buries it. 30-21 the score. Eldred extends that lead here. 7 minutes remaining. Score 30-21. Jekyllek cross the timeline. 1-3-1 kick there, going to be called on Splain. 1-3-1, high 1-3-1 defense for Eldred. Kind of a half court, maybe 1/3 court trap. Inbound's going to go to Jekyllek. Jekyllek dribbles around it, gets to Lundeen. Lundeen has his backside pick, dives on the floor for it. Jimerson comes up with it, and Francis comes out with it. Jimerson up the court. Cousins 3-ball, good. 33-21, Austin Cousins with his first 3 of the night. Wolves trail 12 here, 6:29 to go, 33-21 the score. Jekyllek has his pass stolen there by Jimerson, passes off to Splain. Splain to Cousins. Cousins was left open, but was just a bit too far from the bucket to pull the trigger. Jimerson drop step, open. 35-21. This may be cross timeline timeout here for nope. Yep, Coach Landmaster going to take a timeout. Hope to stop the slow bleed that is occurring for this Wolves team right now as they trail 35-21 with 6:03 remaining in the game.
Yeah, I'm still over here working on getting some sort of score up. Doing what I can here for everybody out there watching.
So that's going to be a full timeout taken by Coach Landmesser, looking to kind of slow things up a little bit as Eldred was able to finally start hitting shots on their open shots. It's something they didn't do much of in the opening half was hit their open shots. Here down the stretch in the fourth quarter they've extended that lead to 14 points and really just started to take all momentum that Kane had kind of clawed back and taken it. So see if the timeout here by the Wolves will be enough.
And see what happens.
And the official comes out of nowhere, gives Coach Jekyllek a stern look. Coach Jekyllek says, I was just talking to Frank like I'm allowed to, and the other official had his back, I guess, and thought differently, and there was that. So Wolves ball. I wouldn't be surprised here with the way that whole thing transpired if there gets some words said that maybe we get one of those unfortunate fouls called soon. So Jekyllek, ball goes to Greville. Greville has his pass just stolen there by Francis. Another turnover by the Wolves. Jimerson, crossover, kick out, nothing doing. Splain back to Jimerson. He's going to go baseline. Has the angle taken away by Jekyllek, and Andy was playing with 4 fouls. Can't really contest it. 37-21. They extend that lead.
And who was
They're
that
on a 9-0 run to start the fourth quarter. That was Jimerson, Chris.
Jimerson again.
Mishik, 3-ball, good. John Mishik with a 3 to maybe stop what was going on there, limit that run now, as it's a 9-3 run to start the third quarter for Eldred. Francis, crossover, left hand, travels, goes in, doesn't keep his pivot foot. He didn't. Two of the coaches agree that are sitting on the bench for Eldred. The coach standing does not agree. They look over and say, no, he did, because he did. He drug that toe like he was bowling. I think you drag your toe when you bowl, right? I don't know.
You do, yeah.
Ball comes near side to Ackley, who's in the game. It's going to be a kick by Jimerson there. Jimerson, the lanky guard forward player, able to extend go-go gadget legs there and knock the pass down. Nothing lost, though. Wolves maintain possession. It'll inbounds to Jekyllek. He goes far side to Greville. Greville wants Bell, top of the key there. Jekyllek going to drive down, gets Jimerson up, goes into him. No foul call, and can't get the ball to go in the bucket. 37-24 the score here, 4:41 remaining. Francis to Jimerson. Jimerson looks, nothing doing, out to Cousins. Cousins thinks about it, no, pulls out. Eldred not kind of stalling, just settling for maybe a better basket there. Foul going to be called on the floor there by Josh Greville. I believe that's his third. Yep, it's his third. It'll be Eldred ball underneath their own basket. 4:22 remain in the fourth quarter here, 37-24. Not trying to bore you with the score, but make sure that you hear. Oh, that's terrible call, Frank. That is an absolutely terrible call by the official. Andy Jekyllek couldn't have done anything differently there, as he was absolutely vertical and going to get called. That's Andy's going to foul out with 4:18 remaining. Great job by Andy. Anticipatory foul there called by the official. 37-24 the score, 4:18 to go. And Jekyllek will have fouled out. Jimerson's first dongs in, hits the back where the hoop connects to the backboard, and goes like knuckleball dead and falls through. Sometimes when you got it, you got it. Max Splain will check in. He'll check in for, that's Cohen Walker. Jimerson steps for the second. Buries that one, 39-24 the score. They've scored 11 here in the fourth quarter so far to the Wolves 3. Greville going to be guarded by Francis. Works to the far side wing. Comes back to John Mishik. Mishik looks to dribble, pass off to Justin. Justin in the corner, turns and faces. Looks to go baseline, has that taken away and knocked out of bounds. It'll be turnover Wolves. Jack Bell going to leave the court. Sam Lundeen will come in. Francis going to be picked up by Greville with 3 fouls here with 3:47 remaining. The score 39-24. Francis hands to Splain. Splain going to look to set the offense. Backdoor cut by Francis, going to be blocked there by Mishik. Yep, that's the right call. He fouled him. So he'll step to the line to shoot 2. Is Francis.
I think I have my score back working at this
point.
point.
All right. Michelle, let me know, please.
Missed his first.
First one, no good by Francis. Second one on the way, and good. 40-24. Quickly, that lead got extended to 16 by the Terrors. Greville looks to go right hand down the lane. He's going to be hit on the head by Splain there, trying to go for the block. Splain misses, draws contact with Greville's head. Shot's no good. They'll step to the line to shoot 2. Apparently we got water or something on the court.
Something's going on out there.
Asking for a towel. No, maybe sweat.
Something on the ball. Something on the ball.
Apparently it was too much that you couldn't just air dry it.
There we go. Something on the floor.
Thankfully, the ceiling got fixed from last season.
How about
we
it?
got moved last minute down to middle school for the game.
Yes, we did. That was a crazy
That was
crazy
interesting.
Night. Yeah.
Jekyll's first good.
Greville.
Sorry, got it. Thanks for Michelle helping us out. It's all back on apparently, so appreciate that. Greville's good on the second. Did I say Jekyll? I'm sorry.
You did say Jekyll. I was helping you out there. We're both looking at different things here.
France is going to be guarded by Greville. Gets it across the timeline. 40-26 the score. Wolves looking to get a stop and a quick basket the other way. Max Splain has it. Dribble left hand, passes off to Francis, and they're going to pull out. I can't imagine they're going to be too aggressive here offensively.
No.
Just try to work the clock down. Hopefully in the offseason, the PIAA gets with the 21st century and brings up that thing called a shot clock that almost every other state in the country, and I think around the globe, uses.
Be his fourth. 1-1.
So Francis will step to the line for the first. It's going to be up and good. We actually played basketball on a clay court when I was in Africa.
Oh,
when
boy.
I was in my undergrad studies. We were in Senegal. Whew. And believe it or not, they had a shot clock.
Did they really have a shot clock on a
it
clay
was
court?
A clay basketball court.
Oh, boy.
I was
something.
equally as bad on clay as I am on hardwood, just in case you were wondering. So we're live here. 42-26 the score. Wolves trail. 2:43 remaining. And Bell looks to get the entrance pass. We're going to have some pushing and shoving going on. Cousins going to get called for the foul, I think.
2 shots.
It's going to be a 2-shot foul. Cousins held Mishik there. Really getting physical underneath the basket. That puts the Wolves in the double bonus here.
That is Cousins' first foul of the night.
Mishik's first right and long, no good. We have a sub coming in. That's going to be Love checking in and Cousins checking out. Mishik steps for the second, buries it. 42-27 the score here, 2:39 remaining. Wolves trail by 15. Francis guarded by Greville. Greville got to be careful with 4 fouls. Gets him to a spot and turns him. That's pretty much textbook defense there without using his hands or anything, just getting his feet where he needs to go. Greville looking for maybe a little push-off there as Francis really likes to get that offhand into the, right into the waistline. Jimerson turn, look, backdoor cut, no good to Love. Jimerson left open, though, from 12 feet. He can get it to go. Bell gets the rebound to John Mishik, and he'll look to press the floor. He'll step, nope. Bell going to look to go down the lane, up off the glass, no good. Gets his rebound, lays it up, and no, not in. Can't find the bottom of the bucket, Jack Bell Jr.
Tough.
Quickly goes to Jimerson. Jimerson, no interest in trying to press and score with 1:48 remaining and a 15-point lead. Yeah, it was weird playing in a pickup basketball game with a shot clock, Chris.
That's
back
something
to that.
different, huh?
It was really odd.
That's got to be something.
And I'll tell you what, we were not the best team on the court that day. So France is going to take a timeout there. Picked up his dribble, realized he was stuck with the ball. And it'll be Mahalik, Blaze Mahalik. I believe he's also a freshman. He's going to check into the game.
Were there lines on the court?
I'm sorry.
Were there lines on the court?
They were chalk, yeah.
Chalk lines and a shot clock.
Yeah, it was very much, what is it, Roland Garros, where they play tennis on clay? Right?
Look at that.
Very much like Roland Garros.
Wow.
It was interesting. You slid, it was, you got really dirty.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Falling on it. You had to water it?
Yeah, to water your court down. That's
it was a
something.
trip, I'll tell you that.
What they have to play with is what they have to play with, and that's what they do. And other countries, we have it really nice here in the United States.
Yeah, fortunately, there's not much hardwood, though, in the desert
that is
to
correct.
build a basketball court for. We also got to play, while I was there, I got to ride camels and elephants. And
all kinds of things.
So enough of the boring.
There it is. Back to this game where the Wolves do trail 27-42 with 1:26 to go here.
Kind of felt like Bill Walton there, Chris. Just very tangential, out of pocket, no idea
it was
where
just
we're
there.
going.
We were just going where we needed to go here right now.
Bill Walton, the UCLA legend. Love to listen to him on broadcast because you never know what you're going to get. Cousins has it, or I'm sorry, that's Manning Splain has it. Gets across town line. Oh, ball stolen. They're Ackley going to come up with it. Ball, Blaze has it on the court. Not Blaze, that's his first name. Mahalik on the court. We're going to have a foul called?
No, I think we have a timeout. I think we had a possession maybe?
He said we had
possession of the ball. It's got to be because Kane called the timeout.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can come up with right at the moment.
Shane? Okay.
We're going to go with Kane possession because Kane got the timeout awarded. So
trailing 15 late here, Chris. I imagine the goal is hit a three-pointer. See where you're at. Maybe full court defense set up. Hit another three-pointer. And then work into it. But I imagine it's going to be a full court defensive goal here for the Wolves. So it must have got called a jump ball, which allowed the Wolves to take a timeout.
Okay, so it is the terrorist ball then.
But if it was a jump ball,
it would have gone the other way.
I don't get that really. Yep. So anyways, we're here. Splain has it, guarded by Bell. Going to force the 5-second. Right there it is. Oh, thought he might have got the 5-second call.
He just moved in time.
Splain offensive.
Yeah.
Throws his shoulder. Absolutely offensive foul there. Threw that shoulder and then got the full forearm shimmy extension on it. That'll be his fourth foul. So Mishik going to get it in. John going to kick out to Bell. Bell looks to the cutting Lundeen, nothing doing. Cutting Ackley, nothing doing. Step back three for Shane Ackley, no good. Jimerson comes down with the rebound. 40 ticks remain on the clock, 42-27 the score. Wolves trail. Splain has it, going to be guarded by Lundeen. Kicks to the corner to Jimerson.
He's going to run it out here more than likely.
Back to Mahalik. Ball goes to Jimerson. Jimerson to Love. He has it stolen by Bell. And it's going to be Bell. Passes off to Lundeen. Lundeen will look to go down. Oh, that's Mahalik that steals Lundeen to Love. Love up the court. Step back, nothing doing. Pass out to Splain. Splain going to hold. And that'll be it. After 4 quarters of play, Otto-Eldred escapes victorious 42-27. Opened up fourth quarter on a big run and put the Wolves away. We'll send it to the station quickly to hear from our sponsors, and we'll be back to wrap this up shortly.
Kane Wolves basketball on 101.7 XCY is supported by these great sponsors. Kane Lumber and Fuel True Value Hardware. Serving Kane at 250 Hemlock Avenue with a variety of remodeling and building supplies. Their phone number is 837-6685 and they're online at kanelumber.com. W.E. Swanson Insurance Agency, 23 Fraley Street in Kane. Offering insurance plans for auto, homeowners, business, and commercial. On the web at WESwansonagency.com. Zook Motors, Route 6 just west of Kane, with new and pre-owned cars and trucks, plus a service and parts department. Their inventory listings are online at zookmotors.net. Allegheny Eye Care, provider of optometry services and vision care products at 175 North Fraley Street. Experienced in corrective plans for all types of conditions. Dr. Hausler and his staff can be reached at 837-7880. Field Street Boots, offering Carhartt and Timberline clothing, boots, as well as hunting and fishing equipment. 18 Field Street in Kane. Rich Gas, offering delivery of liquid propane along with gas checks for leak detection, cylinder filling and delivery, and equipment installation. Located on Tynesta Avenue and on the web at richgasinc.com. Kane Innovations, makers of products and systems designed with safety in mind, including architectural railings, ornamental fabrications, and security screens for commercial and public spaces. They're online at kaneinnovations.com. And by Highlander Energy Products Incorporated, a heavy industrial and mechanical contractor located in Kane, supporting the construction requirements of compressed gas industries, refineries, and manufacturers in a 4-state region. HighlanderEnergy.com. We thank these business sponsors, as well as our friends of the Wolfpack supporters, for helping to bring Kane Wolves basketball to 1017 XCY.
WXZYLP Kane.
All right, so the Wolves come up on the short end of the stick, 42-27 losers to the Otto-Eldred Terrors. Otto-Eldred, Chris, Jimerson just came alive in the second half.
He came alive, and this is unofficial because I was back there playing with the scoreboard and things, but I have him unofficially with 18. I have Francis unofficially with 12, Cousins with 6, and Manning's playing with 3, and Thomas with 2. And those may or may not add up because I was, again, playing with the scoreboard for a little bit. On the Wolves side, Jekyllek with 7, Graville with 5, Justin Mishik and John Mishik both with 3 apiece, Bell with 4, Lundeen with 3, and Waite with 2. And that's what I have for the night. The tail of the two halves, though, they played tight the first half. Good game going into the second half, but the Jimerson just was on fire the second half.
Yeah, Chris, Wolves pretty consistent offensively, actually.
Yeah.
8 points in the first, 6 points in the second, 7 points in the third, and 6 points in the fourth quarter. Unfortunately, who wasn't even is Eldred really pressed their lead. They had, at the close of the third quarter, the Wolves trailed by 7. They ended up losing by, 15 points. So just really a big run there by Eldred to seal it, led by Gavin Jimerson for the Terrors. And that's kind of it. We're going to be back live action Wednesday night. Boys basketball against a good Ridgeway squad. Nice rivalry game. Kyle Coppersmith and yourself, Chris Nicholas on the call.
It may not get to 20.
It may not.
I mean, the Wolves did not have much of a – they had 27th on the night, but, Ridgeway likes to run that stall defense, and if there's ever – or offense, and if there's ever a case for the shot clock, it's boring basketball to watch. It wins games. I give them this. This does win games, and don't get me wrong, they're a great team. They do good things, but as a fan, it's so boring to watch.
Yeah, typical, millennial fan, Chris. Just want to see scoring, not worried about defense. Right?
I know.
All joking aside, though.
I know it.
So we'll have that game Wednesday night. If you're curious on which might be more interesting to watch, get some wet paint, throw it up on your wall while you're watching at home. See what you have more fun. I bet it's going to be the basketball game, as the Wolves are going to look to avenge loss to the earlier in the season to Ridgeway. And then Friday night at home, we have the girls basketball taking on Otto-Eldred. That'll be Robert Mosier and Jim Coppersmith on the call for that. So 2 more games this week to bring you live here from the Wolves Den on 101.7 WXCY. For Chris Nicholas, I am Chris Barber. Thanks for watching, listening, or doing whatever it was along with us tonight. We'll